Warning, Hebrews Toys Reviews is not intended for children. It is for adult collectors and the people over the age of 18.
Hello everybody, Hebrew77 here, and as you can see, I'm wearing my G.I. Joe shirt, which can mean only one thing. Today is a G.I. Joe toy review. And this isn't an ordinary G.I. Joe toy review. Oh, sir, indeed, we will be talking about the brand new Wal Mart exclusive Cobra Hiss. We will deal with this here in just a moment. But as I talked about the other day, Masters of the Universe toy review, I talked about one other figure that I did not have at the time, but I have now. So let's take a look at him real quick, and then we'll get straight to the G.I. Joe Cobra Hiss review. This is Man-at-Arms from the Masters of Universe Origins Wal Mart exclusive. And as you can see, they did something a little different with this figure by giving him a mustache, as the original Man-at-Arms did not have a mustache, which I think was kind of bold of them and ballsy, if you will. And here you go, you can see the Man-at-Arms there with the cross cell on the back, of course, and it shows you, of course, the weapon he comes with is his weapon. And there's the top of the card back. I'm not here to talk about Masters of the Universe. I've got my G.I. Joe shirt on. No, sir, indeed. We're here to talk about Hasbro's 2020 re-release of some of the G.I. Joe products. And it seems like Hasbro has been doing a lot of these things lately. Well, not just Hasbro. As you can see, Mattel has been doing some of the same things. Released their Walmart exclusive Ghostbuster toy line earlier this year. And then, of course, the release of the G.I. Joe bigger figures. Now, here's another G.I. Joe figure I got today, along with Man-at-Arms and the G.I. Joe Cobra Hiss tank, and that's the Baroness. And that cool, that's first of the line that I've gotten. I will have a Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes put back. Take a look at the G.I. Joe 2020 Hiss tank. Now, interesting to note, they decided to go with a black color this time around, as the 25th anniversary G.I. Joe Cobra Hiss tank came in blue, and I'm not too sure if that's the actual color of the vehicle. Here you can see the actual, like, the driver getting in there and stuff. Did not get a driver with my Hiss tank because I bought it secondhand. I believe off of eBay. Now, this is the 2020 Cobra Hiss tank, and I will have a side-by-side to compare this with. However, I don't know if I'm going to open this box and actually put this thing together, if it's already put together. The original tape is still on it. I mean, after all, I did just buy it today. But I will do a review of this and the other Hiss tank side by side. Let's get to that right now. Here are the two sort of side by side. Now, normally I would have this in front of my computer with the lighting shining right on them. But as you can see, this is a slightly here, let me pick it up here so it's in better light. This is a slightly dark blue color, while as this at least Oops. Stop it. Stop. Stay. Stay, boy. Halfway. Well, this, on the other hand, is completely black, or so it looks on the box from the cover art. Now, I don't know if I will ever get this out of the box and put it together. I might. It would look kind of cool sitting side by side with this, the blue one. I think this is the 25th anniversary, I should say, or the whatever the case may be. But notice it doesn't have the numbers 788. It has the numbers 827. That's bizarre to me. I would have to look it up and do some more research into that and see why that is. Maybe for a future video where I actually have this one put together. Now, even though it appears to be black color on the box, that doesn't mean it isn't dark blue like this one. Sometimes the box art is darker than what the actual toy is. Now, I can't give you a rating how I would rate this. It's just a hunk of plastic like this one. There's not that high of a rating you could give it because there isn't that much function. Although I will say I like this as a Cobra vehicle. I never had too many Cobra vehicles growing up as a kid. I had the Stinger, and I had one of the helicopters. I believe it was the I forget the name of it, but it's got the 3 pods, the 3 what was the name of it? Yeah, I just remembered. The Cobra Mamba. The Cobra Mamba. That was the name of it. It was an awesome helicopter. I had the worm or the slug, whichever one you want to call it. I think I had a few. Of course, Serpentor's Air Chariot, which I definitely counted as a Cobra vehicle. I had more Joe vehicles than Cobra vehicles. I never had the Hiss tank. Now, the problem with the Hiss tank is that you can really only fit a few figures into it. You could fit one on the top, one inside, and maybe one at the back, on the back at best. Now, on the cover art here on this box, it shows Cobra Commander on the back of the Hiss with this guy here, Cobra Trooper, and then of course the driver. Now this one supposedly says 788. Let's see if it looks up to its name. The back of the box, you have, of course, your usual G.I. Joe Cobra vehicle box backings with the file card on the back of the box. Usually these file cards, if this were a vintage box, were on the front here at the bottom next to the figure on the inside. But there were vehicles that did have these where you had to cut them out of the box, which I think is a shame because, you know, of course it destroyed the box. But then again, you know, you destroyed all of your card backs anyway. So this simply says, now this is just the generic Cobra Soldier. So here, let me set it here so I can actually read it. So row, Cobra Hiss, row, driver, primary specialty Hiss driver, secondary specialty mechanical and electrical systems. Birthplace, various countries, of course. Cobra Hiss drivers are selected from the best and most evil of Cobra Command's thousands of yearly recruits. And then it has it here in all kinds of different language, which it, you know, back in the 80s, that wouldn't have been a thing. So it makes the file card, oh my God, sorry about that, I had sneeze. So it makes the file card that much more bigger, I guess. Because this probably would have normally been like a smaller file card, like I said, and that would have fit right in the inside of the box. Maybe one of these days I will open this box. But for now, it is factory sealed. I failed to mention, by the way, is you look down here, it has that original Hasbro, the vintage Hasbro stamp there at the bottom. I think that's pretty cool. And of course, Cobra the Enemy. You know, that's something else. I love this cover art. I can't say that enough. I really do. I love this cover art. I love the explosion background. I love the vintage feel of the G.I. Joe lettering here on the box. It's so nice. I hope that they do come out with some more vehicles and play sets. Even play sets would be nice. But a few more vehicles. Let's see some more Joe vehicles. Let's see the Cobras. Let's see if they come back out with the Cobra Stinger. That would be nice. Well, that's all I have to talk about for right now. I will bring you an update if I ever do open that box and put it together. I did see, I think about a month or so ago, that they're going to come out with the G.I. Joe. They are going to come out with the Walmart exclusive All Striker vehicle. I thought that would be pretty neat to get my hands on. Now, real quickly, I want to talk about, you saw this at the beginning of my video. The card art, awesome. I like the card art. I have no problem with that. However, here's the problem I have. This is a decent looking figure. She's a decent looking size. However, if you look closely, without there being any glare, this is the same exact figure that we got for the 25th anniversary Joes. And if you look at Snake Eyes, when I get Snake Eyes and I do a review on all three of these, the first wave as they call it, all they did was take the 25th anniversary Joes, repackage them with new weapons, and change their file cards so that they were international. Look at where that file card is and look how big it is. Because now we have to use every single language of the world when G.I. Joe is an American hero. They're an American hero. Now, if you want to use Spanish maybe underneath, then okay, fine, I get that. But what the hell, Hasbro? Really? Come on, man. Seriously? This just makes me so upset. Now, she comes with some really cool weapons. She comes with a briefcase. You know, she comes with a grappling hook. It looks like an Uzi with a scope. Two little tiny pistols. I don't know what the hell that thing is. But anyway, this is crap. This is crap. We've been waiting a long time for the return to the vintage line, and they get this. You could have done something like you did with Masters of the Universe. If you would have been paying attention and looking at your competition, instead of going, oh, well, this will be easy. We'll just rehash the 25th anniversary Joes. Come on. That's crap. That's what I'm upset about. Now, the vehicles, I don't mind so much because I missed out on a lot of the great vehicles that they came out with when they came out with either the Joe versus Cobra or the, what was the name of that? Retaliation. When they came out with Retaliation, they re-released a lot of the older classic vehicles. And they did the same with the 25th anniversary. I did get my hands on the Sky Striker and an all striker, and vehicles with the name Striker in them, pretty much. But anyway, enough of my rant. This has been Hebrew77 saying, until next time, just remember this: knowing isn't half the battle, it's the whole damn war. Thank you.
They'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
I have never seen his Cobra's new weapon, Hiss. Destro's a genius. Hiss is unbeatable. Surprise attack! Call in the Wolverine. Go get him, cover girl.
G.I. Joe. American hero.
So long, Wolverine. Hurry, Clutch. Wolverine's in trouble. Destro, look. Hiss is ready.
G.I. Joe, Wolverine, and Cobra's Hiss, each with figure, other figures, and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.